All right, so I'm going to kind of go over what a lot of digital marketers, copywriters, CMOs don't think about. Number one, branding. Branding is something I've talked about a lot here. Making yourself a symbol for what you solve or satisfy is a huge deal when it comes to scaling. And I really want to preface before I go anywhere in this video, there's a huge difference between converting and scaling. Scaling are ads that become legacy ads that you get the refresh and keep going for a year, 2 years, 3 years. If you don't have legacy ads, your account is off. If you're constantly converting, fatiguing, you really need to pay attention. If you're running conversion ads and you're not converting at all, you really, really need to pay attention because nobody knows how to develop relationships when it comes to digital marketing anymore. You know how I know that? Results don't lie. If I go into any digital marketing group on the Facebooks, on the LinkedIn's, on the Twitters or X, I am going to see a multitude of people talking about a bunch of bullshit. Here's how you convert type stuff, hacks. Nobody talks about how to build long term scalability. So, again, there's a difference between converting and scaling. And that's what I'm going to go over here today. Now, if you give something to people, like right now, I'm giving this away. These are things I talk about in my mastermind that are $1,000 a seat, about to be more. So, what does it mean to build a relationship? To give. Do you give? Do you know how to give? Do you give in your relationships? Let's say you go up to a bar, you go to a woman at a bar. Do you just say, "Hey, you're beautiful. I want to," no. You introduce yourself, you tell her your name, you tell her why you approached her. You don't need a line to game her. You can actually just be transparent, which is also something that a lot of digital marketers don't seem to get. So, this is the art of seduction, what I'm calling pixel seduction. How to train your pixel to get engagement, comments, likes, shares. Why does that matter? Well, when you can get people to confirm bias your posts, and not just talking about conversion ads, I'm also talking about the other ads, traffic, awareness, engagement. The more that you do that, the more you're training the conversion ads to work, to become more relevant. And that's what this is all about, relevance. If you're relevant but you're not converting, Facebook doesn't perceive you as relevant. And that's what you need to pay attention to, not, oh, well, I'm more relevant than the competition that's doing blah, blah, blah numbers. It doesn't matter. Facebook doesn't see you as relevant. At the same time, you can launch. I've had multiple launches this year. Um, lots of fingers to count here. Multiple launches this year that converted right out of the gate. And I've had multiple launches that didn't and eventually did. Now, in this example, I've actually used this skincare company as an example in this group a few times. So I thought I would continue doing that since it's valuable information and it's a part of what I'm building towards my next offer development, uh, funnel development, mastermind that I'm putting together to teach you how to launch offers, whether it's drop shipping, I don't care if it's affiliate, developing your own offers, being able to take major market share. We're going to break down how to run ads, how to test, how to do all of this, how to set yourself up for success. Just this morning in one of my Write With You sessions, a kid I've been working with, his ads fatigued, not because of the creative so much as the competition. The competition is selling his product at $130 less than what he sells it for on the front end. So That's a big difference, right? If I have the opportunity to buy something for 40 bucks, I'm going to do it over paying 170 bucks, right? You would too. So when there's the awareness that you can get this $170 product for 40 bucks, you're going to buy the $40 product. And that's going to ping your $170 results, right? Duh. That's why you have to be aware at all times of what's going on in your market above and beyond Facebook. He wasn't paying attention to TikTok. I am the one who showed him that people are selling his Neuro knee device for $40. So this morning, we go in and break down new positioning, A1, A2, A3, high awareness positioning. So basic general awareness, product awareness, solution awareness, and then sophistications, three different points of sophistication positioning. So that we're hitting, as it says behind me, the early adopters and the late adopters at the same time. Different symbols get early or late adopters to raise their hands in different ways than the original early adopters, right? So I can new cause them by telling them the deeper core and why this didn't work. While these people over here, the late adopters who are just like, well, I've heard about that. Oh, I don't need to go through that because these guys already did. These guys already did that for me. So weird. Um, so you have to know the awareness levels of everybody that you can help. And that's one of the differences between, and the main difference between what is called broad and niche advertising versus awareness based advertising. This is awareness based advertising. When you position based on awareness, you can get lots of different people to raise their hands. And that's a key point here because creative fatigue is you not getting enough of this, not getting. So what are the main metrics, right? CTRs or impressions, CTRs. So Facebook's going to look at that stuff. Conversions, obviously, it takes so many conversions to really tell Facebook, hey, more of these people please, and more of people like them and more of people like them, which is also, by the way, why we run traffic ads. You can run the same copy on your traffic ads to reach more people, and obviously have original strategy on your traffic ads to reach more people. So let's kind of break that down. So I have this doc open over here, my GPT. So let's say I have high CPMs, which I do. And when you have extremely high CPMs, you have low impressions. Low impressions. So you're getting charged for very few eyes to even see what you offer. Now, obviously, you are not testing creative that way. It's not a true test. So every penny spent is not giving you a true fingers on the pulse of what's going on with your creative and how it's going to affect people because Facebook's like, nah, man, I don't know. You can come in. So that's huge. So you need to get people talking about your positioning. You need to get them confirm biasing your positioning. So here is, let's say you want to put together an ebook or a guide or a quick recipe book for eating collagen rich foods. So lately, Ella, can you get the blue oil, the face cream, and the gentle on rose cream elixir for me, please? So, Ella, say hello. Yeah. So right here, this is for another company, by the way. This you're not gonna be able to see it. Okay, so this is Maya Nguyen's Lacen, and I'm using that right now pretty much exclusively on my face. And it works. So I'm 45 years old. This is lupus. This is lymph and lupus. But my skin itself is dewier. It leaves no residue, right? And it's actually plumping my skin. More than that, it's repairing my skin barrier. And that's making it so I can shave and not have lots of ingrown hairs, right? But let's say, and then we have over here the product that I've been writing for in a new partnership, Gentle and Rose's Youth Elixir, which I need to use this more. I've only used a small amount, and it's good. Now, the issue with this is CPMs, so we're not getting true tests, and this hasn't been tested. Maya also has this advanced peptide that she is just starting to test, and I'm actually going to do a video on today, talking as a copywriter, advertising person who has sold all types of peptide cream, and this K Beauty Clean peptide cream is unbelievable. And I have my positioning. I know how I'm entering the conversation. I know what UX is going to be effective to test against in her current ad set or strategy positioning. So, and then stacking different points of her positioning on each other to get the most people to potentially raise their hands to this, even though I'm a man talking to women. So, right here, going back to this doc over here, I asked a simple question. What foods are good for collagen production, repairing the skin barrier and pumping up the lipid barrier? Okay. Vitamin C rich foods. Now, vitamin C is also what creates a bright, even toned complexion. So, we want lots of vitamin C in our diet. They're antioxidants, which help neutralize free radicals, which is oxidative damage. Oxidative damage is like rusting, literally rusting. That's what discoloration is. So, to prevent oxidative damage, eat lots of antioxidant rich foods. Got it. Okay. Omega, yeah, that makes sense. To repair the skin barrier, again, antioxidant rich, ceramide rich foods like brown rice and wheat germ. Okay, all right. So I can do some pretty cool things with this. In fact, without even writing an ebook, I can easily take this and be like, okay, so for the eating for youth ideas you showed me, can you write a 10-page guide that breaks down why our standard American diet is deficient, if I could spell, in the nutrients your skin needs to rebuild itself, right? Itself. That includes the lipid and skin barrier. Then, at the end, write about, it's important to talk about cellular turnover slowing down as we age. Then at the end, talk about how millions of women mistakenly use retinol products to resurface their skin barrier, speed up turnover, etc. And how Gentle and Roses, the company Youth Elixir, which we've talked about before, is an amazing alternative to help repair the skin barrier and add volume back to women's appearances. Thinking. All right. And we're going to, just so you all know, also go over here. So I'm calling this the youthful skin diet. I, by the way, while that's going, does the youthful skin diet already exist? So as of September 2023, nothing really. There's other diets, but I want the youthful skin diet to be synonymous with gentle and rose, so that when you think of youthful skin, you think of our free youthful skin diet that gets them into the driver's seat of the Rose Youth Elixir. Now, because why? Well, let's say we talk about, let's just go over to, oh, so by the way, I was saying over here, the does the youthful skin diet already exist? Um, and so no, it doesn't. And yes, so okay, so here's before I keep going, it's writing for me. So by the way, and when you join my next mastermind, which get in now, I am offering 5 more spots at the $1,000. The price goes up after that. DM me if you want to grab one of those spots. um the the purpose of this ebook has to be given to the GPT machine. That's positioning. So if we're creating a value proposition that food can help repair your skin, then they need to understand why the food they're eating isn't. And that's what you can help accomplish in providing value in this ebook and helping them understand things that pre-qualify them in the conversation while giving them value. So I'm not gonna, obviously read this. I see just from looking through it, it needs a ton of work. These are not chapters; those are ideas. So I would now go through it and give it prompts, positioning prompts to beef up all of the chapters, or maybe go through and name all the chapters and just kind of storyboard them. So then when it spits the copy back, I'm going to be closer to the product that I want to actually deploy. Now, let's say I got that. Let me go back over here. Make sure that's all right. Okay. So let's say I got that. Now, that's the youthful skin diet. So, eating your way back to plumper, more voluminous skin. Headline. So, we're doing Facebook, right? Facebook ads. Headline: can diet replump your skin? Right now, that's the basic positioning, um, and that's what's going to get women to pay attention. We're not trying to sell them. If you eat the standard American diet, your skin is likely deflating, going from a grape to a raisin. But did you know that diet can also replump your complexion when you give your skin barrier the nutrients it needs? The skin barrier is what locks in moisture, collagen, and hyaluronic acid, right? When your skin barrier starts losing collagen, your natural defense against UV, especially UVA, breaks down. So you start exhibiting deeper expression wrinkles, saggier skin, dark spots, and discoloration. But is skincare especially expensive skincare really the answer? Or can you eat your way back to the youthful appearance you still imagine looking like? All right. So now we say that's why we put together, that's why our skin scientists, me, put together, forgot the name already, the youthful skin diet. In this free guide, we break down, and then we get into the foods for skin barrier, lipids, antioxidants, yada, yada, yada. And then we tell them about the recipes and how easy it is. And it's free. So you have nothing to lose. Just submit your email. Now we got you. So we got lots of email marketing. We're building up our list, and we're getting value out of the pre-qualification, getting them towards the offer. We can equally use this as a lead, I'm sorry, as a tripwire, or what Alan calls like an automatic clients, an escalating funnel. Get them in for something like $5, $7, $9, $1, whatever. Let's say you just want to self-liquidate your Facebook traffic and then make all your profit on the back end. You can do that by pushing this offers that give people value, that make them want more of that value and trust you. And yeah, the quality matters. So if I go back over here to my GPT, then I really do need to give it the deeper positioning prompts for each chapter and build the pre-qualification that I want it to deploy without having to write it. Just go back through and clean it up if needed. So then I get comments, I get shares, I get likes, and Facebook starts seeing, oh, wow, these people are saying they think you're relevant. Let's see who else that are like them that thinks you're relevant. And then you do lots of UX testing. So before the see more, the headlines, the static image, the first lines in your video, your thumbnails, all those things that are variables, a part of the UX that change the experience, that change the user experience. So, a lot there to unpack. This, though, if you get anything, um, hey, good. I'm glad you're watching. Uh, and yeah, deep insights. Deep insights, though, if you're like a copywriter and you don't know this stuff, you're about to be fired by the GPTs. I mean, nobody's going to hire you. You're not going to be worth it because I can get more out of the GPT than I can get out of most top copywriters these days, and faster. Um, but same thing. But here we're focusing on value, right? So we have this over dependence on running conversion ads without teaching the pixel how to tell the algorithm to keep reaching for more relevant eyes to put in front of your increasingly relevant offer. Increasingly relevant, not decreasing, not hitting conversions and then fatiguing. That's called converting. I'm talking about scaling. Questions. I know you got a lot of them. Leave them in the chat. I will post this in the Exit Empire Direct Response Copywriting group. And if this sparks questions for the upcoming mastermind, I am putting it together right now. 15 spots, 14 spots available. Actually, Arfa actually was the first person. She, before even getting the site up, she like committed. That is, I love it. Makes me want to show up more. So leave your questions, comments in the chat, and